Hey there everyone, welcome back to Super Mario Eternal Chaos, and we're going to go down into Pastoral Plains today, starting from the beginning of the hub. It's not too far a trip to our next destination. Hopefully this is a kind of peaceful level, but whoa, kind of a dead level, yikes. Am I going to have to P-switch my way up there? It appears so. And that was stupid. But I just collect coins just out of habit, so that was probably just colossally stupid of me to do, so... Actually, I can pick up this guy and throw him, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Come here, shy guy. Be useful for once in your life. Oh, come on! that was a red herring if ever there was one. Well, we won't get fooled again. New boss won't be the same as the old boss. We're gonna get on moving. Come on now. Yeah, well, I guess we can try again, but yeah, I should probably wait for the guy to... How many coins are in that block? 2? 3. Oh, yeah, just 3. Okay, yeah, so that was a very pointless gesture. Hey, it's regular-looking Volcano Lotus, except he hasn't had water in a while. Much like just about everything on this particular route. I love the yellow ninja, though. Hey, you're interacting rather weirdly with the shy guy there. Mister, is there any way I can... Ooh, excuse me. Is there any way I can get down in this area? I guess not. I guess it's just there to look good. Sometimes you'll see that in these games where an enemy will get trapped and then... I don't know. This is pretty cool. Bumping little music. Sounds vaguely Jazz Jackrabbit 2-y. I can just run off there, right? Yeah, that was slick. Of course it was. Now, is this Pokey rearranged so that I can just jump on him? Because in SMBX you can generally walk on Pokey's head, but maybe that is... I bet if they're good boys and girls, they changed that. Yep, they sure did. Yep. I don't blame him one bit, because default Pokey has some pretty weird behavior, actually. And I probably could have had a power-up if I hadn't been all science-testy. Whatever. I don't care, though. This is a pretty cool level so far, if a little bit sparse. And the music already done looped. How about that? Dang. And you would think I'd have learned by now not to get in enemy's way, but you know me, never learning. So, did you learn a lesson today? Nope. And that's probably, well, not a power-up because it's situated right up on that little curve there. But no worries. We're doing pretty well so far. Not even close to a midpoint, but I'm not too sad about it because, hey, we've got all the time in the world to sit here and explore like good little Doras and Dorios, I guess. Oh, hey, that I did not realize you could do. That is a bit strange, but... it does get you out of the way, so a little bit grateful for that. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a sticky wicket. Oof. Well, I've got you in my hand. You're going to be my human shield. How about that? Although you're not even remotely close to human. I love the recolors, though. It really pops. When you see these recolors done up like this, you know, it really adds to, okay, I'm not sure why you bounced off the head like that, but you're a crazy person, Sniff It. I don't trust you. But yeah, when you see these recolors all put together like this, they really pop. You know, they really stand out to the eye, and I, for one, I appreciate them. Haha. Oh, brr, ninja. Some of you walk, some of you don't. Either way, you're an easy enemy to avoid. Come here, walking ninja. You ain't going to be walking much longer. You're going to be walking dead if you don't shut your trap hole. Get out of the way, Tweeter. I'm trying to do something useful here. Yeah, but this is a pretty calm level, as I figured. That kind of was... that little feature was kind of packed into the level name, though. So, and there's like a whole fat lot of nothing back there, unless that's just the most solid sandstorm I've ever seen. Cool yellow vine, though. I am really liking the yellow. I'm a big sucker for earth tones, though, so that should come as no surprise to, well, I guess it'll come as a surprise to you, because you're always learning new things about me all the time, but I could really go for a mushroom right now. They kind of front-loaded them at the beginning of the level there. I wonder if there had been anything up the way, but then I'm slowly figuring out that this game is not really much on the secret front. These levels are pretty straightforward, except for Craggy Canyon, which kind of had you moving all over the place. But for the most part, these are linear levels without, so far, really a lot of, dare I say, challenge. But then again, we are still only about 20% of the way through the game, so I guess I shouldn't be expecting it to get really mega hard yet. But still, I mean, I would like to, I guess, for where we are in the game, I mean, 20% through the game, I mean, you can start expecting to see, like, some reasonable, other than, you know, your own failures. You can start expecting to see some things like, holy cow, how am I going to do this? But I guess we will see that later on. Pastoral Plains is not really the kind of place, judging by the momentary interruption. Sorry about that. Anyway, yes, it's not really the kind of place where you would expect to see... Okay, Shy Guy, you are... Okay, yeah... You are a little bit confusing, at the very least. I don't want to throw you in too weird a way, but... Oh, hey! I can use you to find invisible blocks. How about that? I don't really count that as a secret, though, because the star coin was sitting out there up in the open. I mean, that's cool and all, and I couldn't really control that. You can't really control the forces of nature sometime. Come here, mushroom. Man, that synth, getting down with that keytar synthesizer or whatever, that is some good little level music. Hey, Sniff It, I'm playing around with you a little bit too much, huh? So is this level going to end anytime soon? I'm kind of feeling the end here. This feels like it was designed to be a shorty-o, of course, a platforming segment, because that's fun. That is yeah, that felt like kind of a cheap death, actually. I'm a little upset about that, but oh well. Nothing I can really do about it. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe if we get started on the road a little bit sooner, then we can kind of subvert this. No? I may just have to wait until he throws a thing or something down, because... Might have to play a little bit of waiting game there. I'm not happy with that, but... I should probably try to get there with a mushroom, too. That would probably help some. Okay, let's see if fortune favors the patient here. That is probably... They say that the proverbial third time is the charm. And yet again, some form of impatience has... Man, this is kind of a tough little segment. And now the Koopa Troopa distracts me. This is not a cool little segment, I gotta say. But I was asking for the game to get challenging, so really I brought this upon myself. So I have no room whatsoever to complain about it. What a sucky catch-22. The only consolation I take from doing this over and over again is that there are so many daggone coins in this level that I cannot hardly help but get an extra life every time I replay it. How about now? Can I succeed now? Somehow, by the grace of God, I can. Accelerating a little quickly. Okay, yeah, good. If that was a power-up of some kind, I was just going to have to say, skip it, I can't deal with this today. That is not going to be happening. Now that's just cruel. How am I supposed... Was I supposed to, like, spin jump off the pokey somehow? But you can't, because there's got to be some kind of invisible way to get up to this. That's how the game does generally... Maybe they were anticipating that you were going to get a mushroom or something. In which case, they should have just put a mushroom in the block, because that platform is going to fall. It's got the slightly wider palette of the falling. Yep. And because I'm this far in the level and I've died a billion times, I don't really care about the 1-up giving star coins. That's right, I don't care about something that could give me a 1-up. Wait, that's not going to fall. That's on a rail. Good lord, I'm being silly. You guys need to get off each other's heads and just calm down, okay? Just calm down. Calm down. I'm telling you right now, calm down. Okay, this is a sticky pattern. I kind of wanted to stomp on their heads, though, just for the heck of it. That was probably also a power-up of some kind, I'm sure. Yep. Oh, you got greedy, Martin. Shame, shame. Alright, here we go. Traveling along the ever-so-comfy rail system. Yeah, I was hoping that would kind of fall off his head there. I was hoping his head would fall off his head. Boom! Okay, now finally a power-up I can get. That's a little better. Alright, let's keep on trucking then. Haha! Haha! I don't think so. And now I know I can stand on you fairly safely, so why bother with semantics? Let's get moving. Okay. Ah, come on now! That is some cheap... See, Pokey is not the best enemy to, like... You don't want to rely on Pokey in this game. You get out of here, Volcano Lotus. I've had just about enough of you and your antics. I can tell you are going to be direly overused in this game. Star Coins, you can get frittered for all I care. Let's get out of Pastoral Plains and just move on with our lives. Everybody just leave the screen, if you will, please. Well, that was kind of interesting of you to come back. Is that... Come on, everybody out. This is my moment to get the star. I'm going to succeed here today. You are not. I'm going to get my star and I'm going to move on. What is next for us? We can probably take care of one more today, although these levels are getting kind of sticky. Frantic Falls. Yeah, Frantic is just what I need in my life right now, so why not? Let's go ahead and Frantic Fall it up. I wonder if there are any... Well, you are quite kicking. This is... Oh, I love the extended waterfall background. Now, that is something I need to steal for my game, definitely. Yes, sir. What remix of the Mario 3, or not Mario 3, Mario World Yoshi's Island thing, what remix is this? Because, on the whole, I definitely am partial to the banjo-laden Super Smash Bros. Melee one. Melee, of course, if I can get on a little unrelated tangent here for a minute, Melee, of course, being the best of the Smash games. Brawl just kind of nerfed everything and made it fun for parties, whereas Melee actually encouraged, with its lack of balance, it actually encouraged a sort of, you know, competitive style of play that, you know, really rewarded skill and actually being good at the game. And Melee was nails hard in a lot of places, you know, both in single player and if you were coming up against the right opponent. But I don't see anything really too frantic about these waterfalls so far. Although I'm still just in love with that background. That is beautiful. And the shimmering blue, it is definitely the kind of blue that can carry the weight of covering up the whole screen. Although really, as far as enemies have gone so far in this game, I've been kind of disappointed with the lack of variety. It's mostly been a lot of Koopa Troopas and Goombas and, you know, the occasional maybe Rex and Ninja and Tweeter. And, you know, we've definitely seen our fill of course, obviously... Are you going to go down anytime soon, green guy? I thought so. You know, we've definitely, you know, seen our fill of Volcano Lotuses and Hammer Brothers, too, and I sense that I maybe took the wrong path in terms of just sheer awesomeness of path taking. Although Star Coin, so maybe not, but this is... It is very weird to me that the Pastoral level was so far more difficult than the Frantic level. This is hardly what I would call frantic. This is... Okay, you just hover in place and be a stupid. And I'm gonna... all your friends are gonna go home. And you need to go home crying. More platforming fun. Although I do like the palm tree situated up there. That's fun. Oh, God. Not the fucking Chasing Koopa AI. Oh, I hate the Chasing Koopa AI. First of all, it's really stupid. And it's a bunch of horse shit, but land of safety, you're moving too. So there's not a lot of safe moving land here. Got kind of accelerated when it went down the one, or maybe that was just a trick of the light, I don't know. Maybe a little bit of sleight of hand. I just did worse against a hovering Koopa than I did against any of the chase ones so far. Although the chase AI is really stupid. It can really get, like, it goes into pits very easily, so don't ever put chase... This is a good level for chase AI, where it can just kind of roam around and not really end up going down into a pit. But, like, in a single linear level, it's not such a good idea. Not so hot, I don't think. But, yeah, I'm not really sensing anything too frantic about these falls so far. You know, frantic would, you know, entail some kind of speed or a lot going on. And my brain is pretty much able to process everything that's going on here so far. maybe with the rate of success I'm having here, this will end up being a short level. Although I haven't seen a midway point yet, so maybe that's the point, is to get through it in one go. Maybe that's what makes it quote-unquote difficult. Let's see if we, do we get some more chase-style action going on here? Oh my god. Why don't I pick you up? That was heavily accelerated by the fact that, oh... Is there something up the way, or is that just... No, that's just looking pretty. That's just... There's just stuff up there for no good reason. A midway point. No, we are not even close to done with this level. That's kind of what I figured, and I'm a little bit crestfallen about that, because this level... This game... I understand that this game has to get the most out of its levels, because there are only a few in it. 27 overall, but I don't really... That's the kind of pitfall of Mario Bros. X, is that people make a lot of really long levels in this game because that was a really shitty thing to do, is have a guy fall on your face from where you can't see him. That wasn't cool at all. But yeah, the big pitfall, I think, of making Mario Bros. X levels is making them really super humongous and taking a long time to complete, because that was like 5 minutes worth of... We're like 6 levels into the game or so, and that first part took 5 minutes, even with me not really doing a lot of failing there. And if the challenge in this level is going to come from people falling onto my head from above, then it's really going to piss me off, because that is cheap. But, yeah, we were 5 minutes into this level or so, and it took about 5 minutes to get to the midway point, and it's still... You know, allegedly, the halfway point. Really, it's just the point where you start from if you die. There's nothing really halfway baked into the meaning of it, but I mean, that's the pitfall of making Mario X levels, is that you have this custom editor that can do just about anything you want it to, and levels can be super long if you so desire, and people tend to get in that really long level-making mode without remembering, bye-bye me, back to the bottom, without remembering that Mario 3 had really short levels. I'm talking really short. I guess we're going to be playing the waiting game here. Most levels in Mario 3 and Mario World, if you remember, if you think about it, most of them could be beaten in probably, most of them in a 1 minute or less. If not, 2 minutes tops, but most of the Mario World levels could be beaten somewhere between 60 and 120 seconds, 60 and 90. And a lot of people tend to forget that, but they were memorable levels, pretty much one and all. Very short and punchy, but also very memorable. So you didn't spend a whole lot of time in the level, but you remembered it. And it's hard to strike that balance when you've got this tool that can do, you know, practically anything you want. And there's no restraints, so levels just go on forever and ever and ever, and you don't really think about that when you're making levels, because, as I say, the temptation is just too great. But it's something to keep in mind, I guess. I'm hardly the one... Stop doing that! I'm hardly the one to be dispensing advice on, you know, these Mario levels, but... And that's the end of that one, so I guess that's it for today, but I'm hardly, you know, Mr. Mario X expert, Mario SMB expert, I guess you could say. That's kind of a weird self-applied appellation, but it's just something to think about when making your own Mario X levels. You gotta strike this balance between taking advantage of the engine but also not making something that just kind of drags on forever, like this level and the previous one did. And I have a feeling levels are only going to get worse about that from here. I'm still having fun, mind you. I don't mean to complain a whole lot and fill the whole level with my kvetching and kibitzing, but Harbor Havoc is going to be up next time. Is there anything we can do beyond that even from here? We can probably do some of the Hidden Pipe Jungle levels. Yeah, we can do Jungle Jam even if we want, but Harbor Havoc is closer, so we're going to go ahead and do Jolly Roger Bay next time. We'll just stand here and get comfy. Actually, we'll start from the beginning of the hub, because I'm going to save and quit. See you guys later. No, confirm that. What? What am I doing?